Grantastic evening, everybody. This is T-NocK. Welcome to Source Shield. You are in for a treat because this is the very first video in the Lanes and Gains playlist. What's Lanes and Gains, T-NocK? Good question, Aguado. We got lanes right here. Hot Wheel lanes. Yes, Hot Wheels. What am I watching? I'm watching an inner child come out of an adult who's done a bunch of spiritual work and has found balance. And yes, I like to throw some Hot Wheels on the strip every now and then. Lanes and gains. Well, what's the gains, T-NocK? Gains? Boom. Don't think we're not getting our exercises in. You might get a sneak peek at me doing a couple of sets on that. Yeah. Where I place my attention now. My health, well-being, spirituality, etc. But I wanted to create this this video, kind of a inner child, go over some things that I've learned in the past 6 years through my spiritual awakening, whilst racing Hot Wheels and getting some reps in. Get that pump. Got to maintain my citizenship at Shred City. Know what I'm saying, man? Anyways, we're going to start this Lanes and Gains with a race from the wall mount bracket. Wall mount bracket? Yep, got it off eBay. I'll show it to you in a little bit, but I got fastest to slowest in an ascending order. You see, I should give you the background on this. When I'm out and about doing my thing, I'll come in here, sip some water, burn some sage, race a Hot Wheel or two, see how they do. And over the course of like a year, I figured out how fun it was. I'm like, man, this is actually pretty fun. It doesn't really cost a lot of money. I mean, yeah, you could spend money, build a drag car, go to the track, and I'm not dissing on that. It's just kind of like out of my range. Actually, it's out of my interest too. Though I do have a Project 71 Chevy C10 on the side of the driveway. Did a long bed to short bed conversion on it. It was running up until last year until I blew a freeze plug. Yeah, and so I just decided to do not a complete overhaul, but strip it down, repaint it, fix some things. So that's where we're at right now. But back to the Lanes and Gains. We'll start this night off with, oh, it's like he's prepared. I don't know if any of you out there like Hot Wheels. I mean, they're fun, cheap. A race is a race, man. Whether you're breathing in that burnt rubber at the strips, listening to them loud-ass camshafts cackle, wearing them earplugs, it's cool. It's just not something I do every weekend. But this is pretty cheap and fun. So, I'd like to just bring you along with some of my entertainment, where I used to sit on the couch and stream a video, movie, play a video game, have my hand elbow deep in the Doritos bag, full calorie Coke or Burr next to me. Yeah, the good old days, huh? Good old days of the old version of me. I mean, in the spiritual world, you know, it's the 3D version, I should say, the spiritual community term. I'd like to think I'm my higher self now. Inner child comes out, boom. Feed it a little bit. Anyways, back to this. This guy, it says 1992 Malaysia. Now, I know it's not a Malaysia model. It's made in Malaysia. Probably at a sweatshop. Regardless of its origins, I think I've had this thing since 1992, to be honest with you. But I think it's a pretty slick design, man. It tears some people up, blow a weave off or two, you know. And then you got this 2018 Skyline. It says GTR R32, but that could be a model number. We'll just say Nissan Skyline. So we're going to slap these bad boys on the track and see what they do down the strip, man. So I believe this guy is defending, and this guy's trying to move up in ranks. Let's check it out. I gotta watch out. This thing right here busted me like you wouldn't believe. And my mic is off. We'll see. Come on now. Having some electrical difficulty, man. Now we'll see if it changes anything. I don't even know if you can see that. Man, you just have to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna leave you guys in the dark. Man, that thing's got a spring on it. Oh boy, all right. You know. Jeez. I don't want you seeing that. Maybe later. All right. Enough of this ugly face. Boom. We got the 92 Techniques versus the 2018 Nissan Skyline. Yep. No debris. No debris. That was a good cleanup crew we have. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get out of here. Whoa. That wasn't even a... I'm a little shocked. I'm a little disappointed to be honest. I've had that guy since 92. Man. It's kind of like your teammates just getting smoked. Pick these bad boys up. You can take a look at that cool background while you're waiting. Nothing wrong with that. Little complimentary flex for you. Let's go take a look at that wall. Let's take a stroll with me. Yeah. The old back's hurt might be the energy. We have this I got off of eBay. Excellent setup. Discreet, you know. There's people who try to clown on you, you know, but deep inside they're jealous. They ain't got these Hot Wheels. But whoever made this, I am telling you, whoo, they know what they're doing. Oh, that guy's staying at the bottom. Who we got here? We got the Nomad. Get out of here. Let me read this guy to you. Oh, this is a 25-year anniversary here. This isn't original. This isn't original. It's a metal bottom, metal top, though, so he's got the weight. And if you're curious, I can get the gram scale out. We'll put these on there. But it's not all about the strip. Let's get Mushroom Man back there. Look at that. That guy's been on the board for a while. Kind of makes me smile. See that guy. You got Spider-Man back there. Venom looking down at him like, I'll get you. Carnage over my shoulder. Captain America. 311 right there. Look at that. Whoa! Linguini say my son made that for me. Deputy Snarls. Anyways, this says this is a 1969 remake. This is not original. It is a 25-year anniversary remake. And yeah, he's got tore back axle, maybe busted A-arms, but he's still rolling. Don't let him fool you. This guy's a sleeper, man. I've seen him make other cars question their future. And the Skyline's going to be, he's just going to go until he loses, so. Hey, hit the like. Hit the like. You'll grow fond of a couple of these cars. You mark my words, man. I keep showing you these guys head up. They start developing a personality. You start going, man, I wonder how Nomad's doing, man. He's getting kind of close to the bottom there. You never know. If they don't make it to the wall, they go to this case over here. And if they go out of the case, they go to the pit of despair. May never see him again. Sad story. Anyways, I still got to get a set in. This is lanes and gains. So as I mosey on over, something's beeping. I think this thing might die. So I got it on my arm here. If you're wondering, like, what the heck's he talking about? I'm just like, yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah. All right. I don't know if I want to do a set of bench. Maybe we'll do some shoulders. I did shoulders today at the gym, but I'll do some more. What's wrong with that? I don't mind getting my pump on. Getting that pump. You guys ever get a pump? Huh? I didn't get a pump when I was drinking a lot of beer and whiskey and pizza. I wasn't even motivated. How many of you can relate? You know, the term "you are what you eat," it's way more. There's way more to it than what people think. They think, you know, hey, if I eat a potato, I look like a potato. If I eat a donut, I'm gonna look like a donut. You know, I mean, there's more to it. This thing turned off, so the audio is probably going back and forth. My apologies. I'm not a pro at this. I tell you what I am a pro at, though. Is doing inner work. Becoming the best version of myself. Being an example to others of what God in your life can do. And there's some of you out there going, what? It's going to make you raise Hotwheels and flex your bicep in front of a phone? I guess if you just tune in, that's what it looks like. But I have quite a story of tragedy, addiction, depression. Okay? It's a pretty bumpy road. Somehow I managed. And we'll get in that. Maybe Chronicles of T-NocK. That's where I get a little more serious. Kind of bounce back and forth on these ones, especially with the Source Shield updates. I had one. Was it today or yesterday? Wasn't bad. Well, the Marauders are back. Yeah, those Marauders. We'll go over the names of those 3 moles in a little bit. Those guys, speaking of the Marauders, they are 11-0 versus T-NocK. 11-0. That's 11 traps triggered with 0 moles. 0. They've outsmarted me 11 times. So, and I got different traps. I got the spring spike. I got the clamp. I don't want to do any chemical warfare, man. Come on. I'm not down with the chemicals. Not even that poisoning. The poisoning of them. Oh, man. No, they deserve to live unless I can get them legitimately. We'll get those guys. They tried to take... Hey, they play for blood. Yeah, Doc Holliday quote. Play for blood. I was on a ladder pruning a mulberry one year. This was a couple years ago. Was adjusting my footing on the ladder. All of a sudden, we're going down timber like a felled sequoia. One of the feet of the ladder sunk into a mole hole. When I was up there. Up there. And all of a sudden, I had to bail. Chucked the chainsaw. Did a half gainer in the air. Somehow landed on my feet. Only to see the leg of the ladder in a mole hole. And you know what? Call me crazy. I thought I heard some chuckling in the background. They were laughing at me. So that's when I said, these dudes are serious. So the Marauders, they're not playing. But I got Regiment. I got Sheriff McGallup's Deputy Snarls by my side. We'll get those little rodents. Anyways, let's get set in here. This is the GaiNz portion. The GaiNz. The mad GaiNz, man. And then we'll slap these bad boys on the strip. Keep you guys interested. Remember to hit that like. Like I said, I have a job but I'm kind of like looking to move on after 17 years on midnights. Don't even have weekends off. But like I said in the update video, I can't complain too much if I'm still there. Look at that, I'm just like stretching to stay in because I don't want to peel my ass off this comfortable seat. All right, here we go. I think this guy was on lane 1 last time. We'll put him on lane 2. And you can fast forward through this portion, you know. But I got to get these in. I got to get these in. This is, I'm showing the communities, all right? I do the work. Like I said, it's 11:30 at night right now. I work midnight, so I'm kind of used to this. I used to just go inside, sit on the couch. I was this close. I was this close to do it. And I said, Tony, you got to record. How are you going to become a content creator if you keep shying away from this stuff? Who cares who doesn't like it? I got a story to tell. 260-pound addict. Went through tragedy. My sons and I, we rose out of it. I could have just whittled away in a bottle, in tobacco. Rose above it. And Source was with me. And I want to share that. Anyways, let's get this setting. All right. I don't know how much weight's on here, but it's probably enough to crush a young human. Pit! 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 There you go. Like a Shawn Michaels. Oh, don't take it as me showboating. Who doesn't like muscles? It's cool to see them. You know, don't even pretend that you don't. You know, you see some yak dude or some shredded guy or gal, you know, you admire. Like, man, that's good on you. Or maybe that's just a mature mind. There's a lot of haters out there. Meatheads, etc. Call them what you want. Anyway, then we got races to do. People are paying for this stuff. We got a hold up here. Let's go check it out. We got, boom. Oh, yeah. Brohan the Nomad versus Skyline. I'll try to get a better shot for you this time. 3, 2, 1. He stole it? No way! I thought that Nomad had it. Ooh, that would call for a replay in my books. Tell me who you think won. That was close. Ooh. If so, that Skyline just moved up. He moved up a notch. We'll have to go get that. Anyways, this is called balance. You know, I do this throughout the day. I don't really sit down during the day when I do this stuff, but I'll come in here, throw a race on or two, go back to what I was doing, rip out a set. Today I was doing some sanding on the garden. Unfortunately, I used interior stain on exterior wood. Needless to say, it didn't really even last a summer. It looked great. And then I go out there and it looked like dandruff, just flaking everywhere. I'm like, what is this, man? All that work for what? Dandruff? Man. Wasn't too happy about that, to be honest with you. So now we're sanding it. I have my sons help me out a little bit. But you know, most of the time it's solo. They got work, they got school. So it's been a tedious job, but we're getting it done. Anyways, I don't even know why I had this mic on me. It doesn't work anymore. But I found balance, you know, whether it's racing Hot Wheels in here while doing a project or working out. I found balance, and it was when I brought solitude. I brought solitude to the forefront. And you might be going, what'd you do? Clam up? Man, yeah, I did. I watched a couple of content creators. Guy by the name of Jason, you probably see the shirt, Archaics. Michael from Our Everyday Lives. There's a couple other, Chad Lysenby. And I'm like, these guys, I've been doing this. Maybe not the Archaics thing, but as far as the wellness journey, which brought me to a consciousness level to where I was interested in human origins. That's another topic for discussion. Like a lot of this human origin stuff that they're trying to hide, it was never even in my radar. I didn't care about that stuff. Pyramids and, whoa, I feel so, I don't even know what the word is. Deceived. Like, why wouldn't people want to learn about that? Pyramid. Like, why isn't that like up here? Like, hey, let's get all the brilliant minds and let's brainstorm this structure and see exactly what it is. Some people still think it's a tomb. Mummies. And they totally are ignorant to where the rock was quarried, how the rock was quarried, how it was transported, how it was stacked, how did they know the latitude and longitude, how did they, there's just, I don't even want to get into that. It's like literally bugs me that much that I've been deceived. Maybe you can relate. But I feel like most awakened people in this world, that's kind of on their mind. Could just be me. Let's get another race. Anyways, my awakening has definitely introduced a plethora questions. Oh, geez. Who do we got next? Oh. We got the Stang, man. We got the Stang. Pretty sick copper color, copper and white Stang. What is that? 67 Ford Mustang GT 2010 Hot Wheel model. So 2010 model of a 1967 Ford Mustang GT. Now this guy, him and that Nomad guy have had plenty of battles. They're pretty good brawl against one another. But he's going to be going up against the Skyline. Boom. Let's see how they do, man. Let's just cut to it. I know the fans want to see this. 3, 2, 1. Skyline got him. This dude is on a roll. He's just blazing out of here. We'll move him on up. He might get a performance bonus at the end of the day, you know. And we'll probably have to get another set in here soon. But anyways, I got on a little rant about the pyramids. I brought in solitude in my life. And with that solitude, mind you, it was complemented with sobriety. Okay, I was a functioning alcoholic, 260 pounds. I know I've said this in other videos, but this is for new new arrivals, okay? You may see vascularity and striations, and you're like, wow, must be nice, man. It is nice, but I do the work. I do the work every single day. And I wasn't always like this, all right? My face was like this. Had a gut. I was aching. Yeah. I had hip pain. What's that? Sciatica? I mean, all these things started popping up on me, and I've always been athletic. I just got matrixed potato. I was close to like the point of no return. And you might be saying, come on, man, 260 ain't bad. Hey, everyone's got, their limit. And it was beyond the physical appearance. It was in here. I was losing myself. When you just stop caring, and I'm not saying in a good way, and you can say, well, what do you mean? How is caring good anyway? You know what I'm saying. When you know your intentions are pure and you don't care what someone may say about that, when you know it's benefiting you, you know it's done well for you, you know it's going to, wholeheartedly. That's a good lack of consideration for what other people think. And then there's the other half where you're going to do that. You're going to swig that whiskey. You're going to puff on some of that powder. Whatever it is. I mean, food's an addiction. Okay? When you stop caring what other people think when it comes to stuff like that tear you down, they break you down, they do not benefit you. They only make you feel good for a short duration, and then you feel the regret after. That's the bad lack of consideration. And it's a horrible cycle. And I did not want to get caught on that wheel. Also had 2 kids, my sons. What are they going to think? That was a huge reason. Were for my sons. Hit the like if you still like. I'm still looking at these guys. I still can't believe this dude lost. Bummed out. Pretty sick. I'm not even a Ford guy. I tell you what, man. They can, especially them new Ford trucks. I was never you wouldn't see me looking at any Fords. I mean, the Excursions look good. But man, them new Fords are looking pretty good, man. They must have got a new designer team. But I got to do another set. I'll go get some cars here. I think we're on set 2. Almost hit it. Yeah, I wasn't doing this at 260, I'll tell you that. And for all you thinking about starting a weight loss challenge, do it. Hardest part's getting started. Do it. I wouldn't even tell anybody you're doing it. If we're going to get into some tips and pointers for what worked for me, losing 97 pounds legit. We're not talking gastric bypass. We're not talking Ozempic. We're talking free will and God's source, man. Free will and God's source, bro. That's what we're talking. Free will and God's source. Source. Source drives me to do this stuff every day. What, drives you to race Hot Wheels? Sometimes. But most of the time I'm out there doing projects, upgrading my house. It's the 1960s. Needs a lot of TLC. This roof wasn't here. Nope. Insurance dropped us. Said your roof looks like shit. We're not covering you. What? $20K just for the house. I said, no, I gotta save some money. I did this one myself. Frame and everything. I took off the sheeting, the shingles, everything just to find out the entire skeletal structure. The framework was just haggard. I got pictures too. The middle piece, it was bowed. So all the rafters coming off of it. I said, I can't put brand new plywood on this crap. Looks like a half pipe. It's a roof. Yeah, it's looking like some X Games structure, you know? Come on now, man. So T-NocK went up there and did it himself. Mid-August. And it rained on me twice. And in August. What's up with that, Source? You gotta throw a little challenge in there every once in a while. But we didn't lose anything. We didn't lose anything. And you might be going, what the heck is this? What is this lanes and gains about, man? Well, I just ripped out some sets in front of your face. Got some vascularity and pump going. And we're racing some Hot Wheels. I don't even know why I'm talking mad. I'm having a good time. Anyway, let's set these bad boys up here. You want to take a roll with me? We'll take a trip to the Valley of Real Gill, strange individual to build the ears, the papa color, the mahala, but the brows and wheels squeal, get down for the cost and we fall some big wheels. Guess that song. You probably won't guess it. Even the artist. He was featuring Tech-9. Vice versa. Tech-9 was featuring him. All right, we're going to try this one out. We got right here the Nissan Skyline, who is just straight claiming. He is just taking names, taking pink slips, versus these guys way too fast. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. These guys are fast. The design is made for definitely for this. And they got a bunch of different paint jobs, but in the end, they're all the same structure, just different paint. But I will say this. They are not all fast. All right. The design it should be, but they really aren't. There's actually different rims. What do they consider that? That's a 5-spoke. Most of them are that, but there are definitely different rims on those things, and it makes a difference. I will see if Mr. Skyline can hang. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. He got him! What? This dude is old. I'm blown away. Blowed away. So he just conquered a way too fast. That's the first one he's beat. Wait. No, he went in the pre-qualifiers. I'm sorry. He went against a couple already. But this guy, he was on the wall bracket, the wall mount. He's pretty good. So this guy's making a statement for sure. Skyline, he ain't playing. He ain't playing. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Hit the like. Don't forget to hit the like. We'll keep spitting out some examples, stories, knowledge, having fun. I know you guys are admiring that roof. Yeah. I got that fan for $30 off of OfferUp. It's actually really cool. Cleaned it up. Perfect size. All right, we got. So from here we have. Well, see, you can see where he's at right now. Boom, boom. Let me get some light in here. There we go. So you can see where he's at. He was over here. So he defended against that Technics guy, the 92 model, beat Mr. Nomad. Just got away with, just beat that dude. Don't have a name for him. Beat the way too fast. He's almost the head of the bottom tier. He's got a long ways to go, but let's just keep going. You know that's me right now. What the hell you doing? Blah blah blah. Let's get these guys on the strip. Yeah. You know, it's all about entertainment, right? I hope the guys are entertained, and this is why I do this. This is, to me, a good time doing this. Look, it's almost midnight. It's on my rest night. I'm usually working right now, but I have Wednesdays, Thursdays off. Maybe one day I'll get weekends. Maybe one day I'll have weekends. But until then, we're just going to keep lanes and gains. Here we go. Skyline GT R versus, what is this? We got, Tesla Model S Plaid. A Tesla Model S Plaid. We'll see how it does. Got the Muskmobile. Here we go. You know, he's looking pretty intimidating, man. I'm not going to lie. Here we go. Let's see what he's got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, excellent. Oh! That was a nail biter. The Plaid got him. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. But every good thing must come to an end. I rekindled the inner child. And God helped me with that. And how I found God was by detoxing my system. Functioning alcoholic. All right, we're not just talking on the weekends. I would say every day. It got really bad. And I know there's people out there, they can do what I did. You can drink. You know how much time it takes to sober up. You know your limit. You know how much sleep you need. You wake up. Probably not feeling 100%, but you can function. Just enough. Well, that got old. And I decided to clean my diet. I decided I wanted to be a positive example and an influence to my sons and my stepdaughter. Heck, to everybody around me. Everybody around me deserves the best version of me. Everybody that I care about, you know, yeah. And for you as well, for anybody watching. I think that's important. And again, that's just my personal opinion. All right? Teach their own. But I can tell you this. When I stuck with the cleanse, when I stuck with the exercises, when I stuck with everything, that's when God showed up. That's when Source entered my life. It was like a test. And I hit a spot. I hit a a cleanse, like a level of cleanse where like the cellular level and my organs and all that, when all the toxins, preservatives, when they were out, that's when I woke up. And that's when things really started to change. And I try to tell people, you know, just start. Whether it doesn't matter what it is. If you're shy talking to people or anxiety, there's remedies to everything. Natural remedies, inner work, journaling, intermittent fasting, semen retention. All these things, they're not just ideas. Those are methods of obtaining a higher version of yourself. It's almost like it's to peel you away from the material world and to get more in tune with your inner self. That's basically what it is. I mean, think about all the junk food and beverages that you could drink to alter your mind. For what? To make boring things seem interesting? Or to accept something you really don't like, whether it's a relationship or a job, situations. When you cleanse yourself and you add solitude, it changes so much. It did for me. But I had to put forth the effort. You know, back then I wasn't in the mood race Hot Wheels, pumping plates, getting those gains, and trying to be an inspiration to others. It wasn't like that. It was a lot of inner work. It was a lot of meditations, a lot of tears. Old emotions coming up. Resentment, jealousy, anger, regret, shame. I went through the gambit. Dark night of the soul. Those are scary. Those are real scary. And it's not just a night. That's the crappy part. It's until you face that obstacle and come out victorious. That's when those dark nights of the soul stop. At least that one. And you know, I'm gonna mention this. It wouldn't surprise me if some of those fellow light warriors and awakened ones that went through a dark night of the soul, if some didn't make it. I can see that. I can definitely see that. And that's scary. But the obstacle is the way. Anyways, I've been 444. Wow. I'll have to look that up. Anyways, hope you liked lanes and gains. I still got one more set to do. I don't want to bore you with another set. I'm actually surprised how I pumped those out. Last time I did them, you know, struggling a little bit, but I'm doing 3 sets of 20. And I think I might add some more. Add some more weight. Feeling pretty good. Anyways, please hit the like, subscribe. These will get better as we go. They really will. I just have to get this content out. Hardest part's getting started. You know, and people want to be entertained and they want to hear some knowledge. You know, I want to attract those people who are really looking to change their life. Because I know you and I both know there's people out there, they talk a big game, and, you know, I have empathy for them. There probably is a desire for them to really want to change. They just can't make that commitment for whatever reasons. I know people have reasons. I get that. And sometimes they're just excuses. But I made that leap. I made those changes. I went through those withdrawals from no alcohol, no tobacco, no garbage content. Well, what's garbage content, T-NocK? Porn. Disgusting. Yeah, porn, that's just a waste of time. Just a waste. Prank videos. Look, there's people's lifestyles. I get that. Their careers off of that. But I'm more into the personal growth. I'm more into what's going to help me live the best life I possibly can, according to me. Not according to society or according to a family member or a friend. According to me. And to me, it's a kickback. I like to work out, pull weeds, burn sage, race Hot Wheels. Watch a sunrise, watch a sunset, make a little bonfire, pet my dogs. That's not asking for much. Since I found God, I know what really matters, and I want to help others find God. Truly find God. Because when you truly find God, you will make changes. That's what Source wants. Source wants the best for us. But it's not free. Do you hear me? It's not free. I'm still putting in effort every single day. Okay? I have a lot of stuff to work on. But let me tell you what, I have a stack of conquered tasks that I've completed. And I'm very, very happy with myself. And I want to share it with the world. I don't care what the trolls and, you know, and whatever else is out there say. What are you bringing to the table? How about that? Let's change the tides. You want to sit there and laugh at me? What are you bringing to the table other than a stupid comment? What's your content about? Do you even act like this in front of your family? If not, then who are you? You're not authentic. These are questions that you should really be asking yourself. Anyways, enough of that. I'm about to do another race or two, get my set in, then swig some water. We'll go in and probably call it a night. I got kids to take to school tomorrow. And then, guess what? We'll be sanding on the garden. I'll be getting my exercises in. I'll be getting my walk in. Heck yeah, and then I got to go to work. Yeah, I'll be in bed by 7 p.m., wake up at 9:50, out the door by 10:30 p.m., at my job about 10:50, gear up, boom, go to the safety meeting. Anyways, if you're looking to change for the better, like, subscribe, and just get started. You got it. I'll help you. I'll help you tune in. I'll cheer you up, give you motivation, give you a couple of these flexes. Boom, rivaling Dorian Yates and Lee Priest over there, who made a cameo in my last video. Lee Priest, yeah, you can see him from way over here. Man. Anyways, until next time, never let your light dim. T-NocK out.